Hello everyone, welcome back to Colony Survival. Today's episode we're going to try to attack the rest of the science up to the prestige levels. Maybe we'll get into prestige levels, we'll just have to see how it goes. I have one correction from end of last episode. I said that the printing press no longer requires scientific notes, which is not correct. If we look at it, it requires movable type, manuscripts, and paper. I'll put down the writer's desk next to it so we can compare. The books of knowledge that were being made here required 12 scientific notes, which are made up in the library from the bookcases. But this one makes manuscripts, which the printing press requires one manuscript. Manuscripts require 15 scientific notes. The difference is the printing press makes 10 books for 15 scientific notes. You can see books of knowledge. Books of knowledge here, 10 of them for one manuscript. Whereas this one was only making one book of knowledge for 12. So for 15 of them, we're getting 10 books instead of one for 12. So much better use of our resources. But we're probably going to want to increase our scientific note production a little bit to keep up with them. So I'm going to add a couple real quick. Not a whole lot of room in here, but there is some extra books, so we have some capacity there. And I'll just move these bookcases outside. We'll have to come back and watch and make sure the bookcases don't empty out. So there you go, they should still have access to that. We'll keep an eye on it and see how that goes. So next research I want to do is the metal lath, which we have everything we requires, but it does increase monster threat by 75. So I'm going to go put down some extra security out here just to be extra safe. I'll start with putting some traps on this side here so that they fire into each other. So if anything makes it around this corner, they'll have to make it through here. So that should be pretty heavy duty. So that takes care of that. And then I'm going to update our guards up top here a little bit, put some more muskets in, get rid of some of the stone throwers for now. I think we're going to be done with those for now. And we'll move some of these up to the front line. And then we'll put a row of muskets back here. So that should take care of that. I think we'll have to keep an eye on it when we can increase the threat by 75 here, which we're going to do right now. So that'll complete that. So that'll unlock the metal lath, which will make metal gears, brass precision parts, and steel parts much faster than in the anvil, which they're made now. So there you go, now our threat's up to 600 at this colony. So we'll have to see how it goes. We just reduced the threat last episode with the steel lock boxes, so now it's kind of back to where it was before, so we should be able to handle it, but we'll keep an eye on it and see. Next up is a tabulating machine, so we'll have to get some more colony points. They'll have to make some science chests and some luxury chests, so we'll come back when we have that stuff done. But this should be easily able to handle it tonight, so should be good to go. Alright, so the metal lathe is done. Before we get to that, let's check our science real quick, see what's next. guess it's this tabulating machine. So we need brass precision parts, which the metal lathe will help with. Luxury chest and science chests need quite a few of those. So let's put down an extra chest maker, and then we need a whole bunch of colony points. So let's speed up the chest by putting another one down real quick. Over here in the storefront for the chests. It's good there. Let's go sell some colony points. Make sure they keep making gold rings. I have it set to 300, so they're almost at their max, so we'll sell a whole bunch so that they keep up making them. Now the trap fixer, I had to add a trap fixer because these traps over here, my trap fixer right now is currently sitting right there. So I added another trap fixer over here, and he's handling these 5 as well as these 2 that were never armed before, because this trap fixer it was too long of a path to get over there. So now they're being filled. As you can see, they're firing off, so it's good there. I had to add another alchemist table as well, actually 2 more I believe. Show you that real quick. Just to keep up with the vials of mineral water, all these new equipment's using the vials. So we got a full house of 8 chemists here now. So that's good there. So let's put down the metal lathe. Just gonna put one down for now. Put it in this corner over here. And that just makes 3 things right now: brass parts, steel parts, and metal gears. But it makes them a lot faster than what's in the anvil, so that'll be good there. Let's hire for those jobs. And as we get more availability, we'll put some more of these down. But I have to see if we have the resources to even keep up with supply right now. So that's good there. So now all we gotta do is wait for these science chests to be done, I believe, and some more colony points to get to the tabulating machine. So we're almost at our colonist limit here, 346 out of 350. So let's take care of that real quick and expand our colonist capacity to 400. Upgrade that, that's good to go. I'm going to sell some more stuff for colony points. Gives us just enough to complete the next research. So the next research is the tabulating machine, I believe. So we got everything for that. Let's go ahead and complete that. Next up on the list is this nitrocellulose, which is going to be awesome because we can have the grenade launcher guards. This is going to require quite a bit of stuff though. Punched cards, which we'll have to figure it out. Luxury chests and science chests. It's going to take forever to make this stuff, as well as 15,000 colony points. So what I'm going to do is ramp up production of basically everything that's needed for the chests, and for the punched cards, and for steel tools, because we're actually just barely keeping up with steel tools. We have 42 in our inventory, but we're using all our vials of mineral oil to make them. Slowly stockpiling, but not quick enough when we start adding stuff. So I'm going to ramp up production, and then I will walk you through everything that I added. So let's get started after I get out of this trench. Alright, so I'll be back shortly. Alright, it took some time, but we made some progress here. Let me show you what we got. First thing I did was I went over to the heath biome and added 10 sand miners. And then I went over to the mountain biome and added 3 more gold miners. The gold miners were because I was selling so much jewelry, I think. I was burning through all my gold. So down here I added, well, a total of 5 brass manufacturers, smelters. You can see they use copper ore and tin. Looks like I'm out of tin, but we'll keep an eye on that. So I put down a copper miner to keep up with the extra brass manufacturing. And then downstairs here, I added, now they're all doing nothing right now because they're all caught up finally. But I put down an extra 5 blast furnaces, so we have a total of 10 now. They'll probably get to work as soon as we unlock the next science, but... And then upstairs here, I put down a whole bunch of chicken farms because they needed for the saltpeter. So I got 2 extra chicken farms here. I got 3 that I originally had here, so that's 5. Then I added 4 more over here, so that's 9. And I kind of set it up so that they're forced to just stand between the 2 hen houses there and do their chicken work. So then they just go to sleep right there. So a little bit more efficient, so it works out pretty well there. And then over here, I added a whole bunch of compost bins. There's 5 up here, then I added a downstairs over here. Added another 7 down here, so there's like total 12, I think. And that's all just to make the saltpeter, which is used in the gunpowder. So then on the gunpowder side, we have our alchemist upstairs here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 alchemists making gunpowder. And then downstairs, we added some metal lathes and some punch card machines. So there's 4 metal lathes there, keep up with the brass precision parts. 4 tabulating machines. So I think that's all that I added. Let me check my list real quick. And then I also added a couple guards, which we're going to talk about here now. So I had to actually add 2 stone guards back in because there were a lot of low health power zombies coming through. All the big ones were being taken care of, but the little ones were sneaking through. So I put 2 stone guards, 1 on either side here. Now, with the next science that we do, it's going to increase our threat by 75. No, it's not going to increase it at all. Okay, good. But it will increase it because we have to put down some lock boxes to get to the points. So let's see, where are those at? They're up top. Can look over and see how the guards are doing here, but they're holding them back pretty well so far. It's just getting to the busy zombie hour, but they're doing a good job. So let's go put those lock boxes down. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to replace some of these guards. I'm going to take 5 of those guys and make them be musket guards instead, just out of precaution. So yeah, see all the low health power zombies coming in. A whole bunch of them. Playing with fire there. Okay, so let's go put the lockboxes down. And then maybe I'll do a time lapse of a nighttime zombie fighting. So that gives us the capacity for 15,100 points. threat levels now. 653 at this colony, 840 total. And let's sell some stuff. See if I have enough to get to 15,000. $15,044, good enough. So we can unlock that science now. I think. Let's see, let's check, make sure we have everything. Got punch cards, got luxury chests, we got the science chests, and we got the colony points. I did have to add a chest maker as well, just to speed it up a little bit, so there's 4 chest makers now. There's 4 chest makers there. So let's unlock that science and see what we can do. I'm just going to put a whole bunch of people back to work because they were luxury chests were maxed out, science chests were maxed out. So now next is this, but we need nitrocellulose. Punch cards we already have, and colony points we're just going to have to wait till we make some gold jewelry again. So this requires nitrocellulose, which is going to require vials of sulfuric acid and nitric acid. So I think those are made at the chemist table, which are right here. Just pot of water, saltpeter, more saltpeter, great, and sulfur and water. So we have all those supplies. We'll just have to see if they can make it fast enough. So I will do a time lapse of the zombies coming the next night, so you can get a feel for how many zombies come with 650 threat at this colony, 840 overall. So that wasn't too bad. Ran over to the mountain, put down some more gold miners because we're burning through gold like it's nobody's business. That's just from trying to get all these colony points to do the research. So we need 15,000 for the next one. Just enough. And I added a whole bunch of like 3 or 4 more glass blowers to keep up with the vials to make the sulfuric acid and nitric acid. They're all done now. The chemists upstairs are making a... Really, we had all the supplies already, so they just had to make it. They're making mineral oil right now, I believe. Yeah. So, but then they made the nitric acid as well as the sulfuric acid, which combined makes nitrocellulose. So we can do the research here. Get them to start building the grenade launcher. And this is really the last science. These ones I guess I can do, but I don't know, I just don't see a point to them right now. I guess we'll do them for completeness sake. I'll save up some points and do them, but let's get this cannon trap done first. So really all we need is some science chests and some luxury chests and 20,000 points. Wow. That's crazy. What does it do? Let's see, it deals 12,500 damage. Wow, that's quite a bit. So maybe we'll play around with that, but I want to get the grenade launcher guys done first, so we'll let them build those guys and then we'll try them out and see how they work. Go check out the zombies real quick. Of course, it's just starting, so should be good. So I was waiting for the luxury chest to be done, and I realized that we actually burned through all of our hemp that we had. We had a huge stockpile of hemp, 10,000 plus, and now we have none. So I guess I have to go plant to the marsh and plant some more hemp. And gold continues to be a problem. We're just using it so much for golden shields and science chests, so I'm going to have to go to the mountain biome and beef that up as well. Even though we have probably over a dozen gold miners already. So I'm going to head to the marsh first. I'll show you that when I get there real quick. It won't be nothing too exciting, just planting probably another 4 hemp fields. I moved the gliders up to here because I was having a hard time getting there. Still having a hard time getting there, but that's just because I can't fly these things. So I'll see you at the marsh. Alright, here we are at the marsh colony. I laid out 4 new hemp farms. Haven't hired for them yet, but 1, 2, 3, and then a 4th one over here. Well, I put 2 more lead miners down. I don't feel we need it, but while I'm here, I might as well do it. Our lead area is an absolute mess down there. But at this point, I'm not sure it's worth fixing. I never cleaned it out from the special digger, so there's just stuff everywhere. There's gold miners, or lead miners everywhere. But for now, it works. Threat level of 40 at this colony, so nothing too major. But that should fix our hemp problem. Now it's time to head over to the mountain and put down a whole bunch of gold miners, I guess. We'll see if they've caught up at all while I've been over here. Still 0 and 0, so I'll just head over to the mountain and put down some gold. So we're back and it's nighttime. Here's why I put 3 grenade launchers up here. Looks like they just fired. It's hard to tell, but wait till we get a big group of them there and see if we can tell if it makes a difference. To wait till the mad rush comes, which is for another 2 hours or so. 2200 right now, so mad rush comes about, I don't know, about 1 a.m. All we need is a big cluster of them and see if it works. So far nobody's getting through, so we can't really tell. That guy's got some health, so maybe he'll get launched. That must have been the grenade area. Anything with an area of an effect, you see a whole bunch of monsters. They are firing, so it's just hard to tell. Dropper traps work pretty well too. They don't do a whole lot of damage, but I figured I'd put them there because we have them available. I'm a chicken arrowing away. Yeah, they're handling it nicely, so we could probably concentrate on the rest of the sinus here, and I feel like we got enough gunpowder up there to protect us for a while. Maybe I'll put some more grenade launchers in, we'll see how the ammo holds up. Okay, so we're at the colonist capacity cap again, so let's go to expand that real quick. 2,000 points for another 50 colonists. Done. Now I can hire because I got some jobs that are not filled. And let's see what's left on the science front. I'm just going to start clearing some science out. So, recursive self-improvement. Not really sure what that does. This one makes dirt and grass. We'll complete that. The elevators are going to increase some threat, but we'll just do them anyway. Rope trap is going to increase the threat as well. And elevators. So it only leaves cannon trap left. We just have a couple of chests left to make for that, and then a whole bunch of colony points. So we'll let them get to work on that. I'll try to expand the chest manufacturing a little bit. And then just the prestige chest after that. Alright, we've got all the stuff for, or most of the stuff anyway, for the last science. The cannon trap. So all we need is some extra colony points. So let's go ahead and put down some more lock boxes. Increase our threat a little bit. And let's go buy some colony points. There you go, 20,000 some change. And that should give us enough to complete it. So let's go ahead and complete the last science. The rest of them are just prestige levels, which are just kind of stretch goals. We'll see if we get to those or not. There you go, I think that's a good spot to end this episode. We've completed all the science. I think I'll end it with a time lapse of the zombies coming in at night, so you can see what the threat level looks like. This threat level at the county here is 725. So that'll do it for this episode. Thanks for watching and enjoy the time lapse.